Greetings! This is Darben and welcome to a new Let's Play on The Sims. This is the original Sims, not the complete collection, because I have been somewhat of a Sims fanatic right up until The Sims 3. And although I initially said I was going to boycott The Sims 4, I'm becoming more and more intrigued in picking it up. But I thought, given how much I like franchises and how much I have all of the original games as they came out in their original CDs, I would have fun doing a Let's Play of them. Fortunately, because of Windows 10, it took a bit of work to get a no CD patch that would enable me to be able to record the original Sims. Most of the patches I've found for the complete collection, which has all the Sims games bundled in, whereas I am basically going to attempt to play through them one at a time. So, The Sims was a phenomenal game back when it was first released in year 2000, back before we even had DVD cases as standard for getting games or any of this digital stuff, when we actually got instruction manuals, which were absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just reading through these instruction manuals gave you so much information that it made you enticed you to play more. You had a reference card, you had strategy tips, including the very enjoyable flowchart that basically shows how to turn time into happiness. And the thing is, when it comes to The Sims, that's exactly what this game is about. It's about turning the time that you have into whatever freeform goal you want through whatever steps. But more on that, right now, I think we should just dive in. This big arrow here is the tutorial, because this is known as the neighbourhood. We have a couple of empty houses, and we have the Goth family who's been placed. And we have a couple of options up here. We can build those quick, new web pages to take us to wherever, we'll select a new family. Before we explore them, let's do the tutorial and find out how we play. How we be setting up Bob and Betty newbies. So, welcome to the Sims tutorial. Press OK to continue. Here is an overview of our tutorial house. Press the zoom in button in the control panel to get a closer look. You can press the escape key at any time to cancel this tutorial. So let's go and have a look, see what we got. This is the medium zoom level. Now press to go to closest view. And scrolling about the edges, it's the classic camera controls. And you right click as well. So you can rotate. Okay, we have all these buttons here, which is good. First we have live mode. Live mode turns on the simulation. This is where you control the Sims or just sit back and watch what they do. It's the only mode in which time passes. Every other mode will pause the game. Okay, so this is Bob. We have Bob Newbie. Bit of a slob. Going to learn how to control him. Okay, so we want to send him somewhere. Let's send him. Well, we'll send him to the bedroom, I think. We might go and look. I mean, that floor looks a bit more comfortable. So we will go here, watch as Bob goes to the location. Because that was pretty much the way Sims can learn to interact with most objects in the game. Objects like have interactions at this time. Okay, and this was basically how they programmed everything in The Sims. You'd learn that objects would have attraction scores for the AI to go to, but you could just as easily go off and you'll have a radio dial where you'd have all the options. Let's switch to up. And even the Sims themselves were considered options in this way. Need for them much, so different things that add up to put these hammer bombs in the mood. So this is the mood here. These are the 8 areas. When our just hygiene's gone down, so they're going to show us how to take a shower. Do that. Gets in the shower. Hygiene bar increases. And okay, let's have a look, see what we've got. I mean, we have hunger, which is basically we need food. Comfort is we need places to sit down. Hygiene, as you've seen, is shower or bath. Bladder is used for toilets. Energy is needed to sleep, or they can have coffee. Fun, now that's fulfilled by loads of things. Social is talking to other people. And then room is basically their environment. Okay, so now we're going to explore by mode. And here is basically all the stuff that you've got in the base game. You've got icons representing Catherine. So there you go. It's basically by seating, nodes, including beds as well. Surfaces to put stuff on. Loads of decorating stuff. Electronics. Appliances for your kitchen. Garden, plumbing, lighting, and everything else. There wasn't a great catalogue in the original game, but it would largely expand. And one of the fun parts of doing the various, you can actually see how the game evolved. In the first game, which is from the first, which was 1.0. The game itself was quite very basic. The expansions had in a lot of things that would become integral to the core game over time. First we talked about chairs, let's buy a chair. Well, he's going to want to come with chairs. We'll have to give him a chair. Find a clear space to put it. Sure, we'll put it there. There's the door. We don't need to use the door, so we'll switch it around. There we go. And we'll rotate to one like that. So there we go, we've got the wicker, it matches with the wicker bedside table. Let's go back to life mode. Okay. Now the interesting thing with The Sims was that you had personalities. Now, the star signs themselves weren't really all that. But you had, in the first game, basically you had scales, 5 scales, and the more you towards one side or the other would determine how you were. So, for example, Bob is an occasional cleaner, which at 3 points is considered a slob, at 7 points he would be a neat freak, and anywhere in between you can put a moderate. And as we can see, Bob's basically moderate in everything except being neat, which is quite. And now we're going to get Betty Newbie. Betty is another Sim. Is Bob's wife in the storyline, but there isn't really that much in terms of relationship. They would come in a lot better in addition to further games. But you'll notice that will change. And Cheese and Aries, she's still kind of average, but she's fairly outgoing. Not quite, I think this would be 7 or more. She might be. She's a little bit reserved. Basically, as you would create a character and change these, you'd become more. That your star sign would change. So well, let's see. Betty do something. Let's have her bring in the newspaper. There is a simple way to change the character. Move the cursor over the top to right and right click. Press the space bar. Switch between them. Okay, and now the interactive. Now here's where you can see. Look, okay. Let's have some talk. Talking's good, talking's safe. Welcome to the wonderful world of Simlish.
Hey, how about Bobby P? But the wrong day, keep on it.
Can all of us now? What about
Simlish was great for
Scrum at
making
8, 9, 8, 9, 5, 5.
You don't need to know any language, and therefore you can sort of make up what they're saying. For example, you know they're talking about politics. We don't know specifically what they're talking about politics, although they could be talking about the architecture of the town hall for all we know. But they enjoyed that with the pluses. Let's try another one. Let's wonder if Bob would like a back roll.
My horrible dad.
That went down well. So let's see how they go. Okay, so look. So you've got Bob, a little bit about him. But they're friends at the moment. They're fairly close, but they need to spend time with each other. Like families, if they both have a telephone, no money. No. Let's get. Wait, we can put the paper in. Let's get Bob to have a job. So let's find out what the job in the newspaper is. Well, I must give a shout out to Costa, who has also been doing a series on The Sims, and he reminded me just how much fun this is to play. Making all plans. That becomes only a job offering days. Test. Yeah, possible test subject. God, I love the music. So let's click on the job button. Let's drop test subjects. Skills. There were 6 skills for The Sims. Cooking, mechanical, cooking increases your efficiency of food and decreases the chance of set fires in place. Mechanical improves the chance of repairing stuff and avoid electrocution when repairing objects. Charisma was pretty good. Basically, practice talk to yourself, keeping it too much. Bobby was basically your physical strength. Practice most long skills, but might have a little impact by other people. Project was basically do chess or not. And creativity is another good one. It allows you to paint and play the piano. The better you work, the more you're painting the work, and the better you score. Let's see, let's go and answer that. The soldier on pattern for a left-handed monkey went and led 700 simoleons. Now that was a chance to get the casualty. During the day, there was a chance that they would just give you money or they would just make calls. During the night, they are just basically and they were a good way of making money if you were busy focusing on doing something else. Let's do a test subject. While earning a science degree, you're picking up mediocre salary as a human guinea pig at the local cancer stand. It's a way to introduce yourself to the scientific community, but it's chapter and chapter for several hours a week. And the car arrives at 8. So basically between 8 and 9 AM in the morning, we've got to go to the car park to go to our job, and then we'll do that. There's exploring some cooking, we did that, skills. Okay, and then we've got our options. And that's the tutorial over. We will, however, we could save it. We will, however, we're going to go back to the neighbourhood screen. Let's just check the options. See what we've got. We've got some highs, sounds. I don't know if the sound's a bit high. I might turn the music down a bit. Various bits, but yeah, we want to. Yep, we will save and we will go back to. This is the neighbourhood screen. And now, basically, each of these houses, you can put families in. There are only 10 slots, and they were worth various amounts, but each slot was essentially a save. And I promised we would look at the families that are already here. We look up, we've got, okay, got 2 copies of the Newberry family from where I reset the tutorial through testing, so we'll get rid of those because it made a copy of whatever family was there in case you wanted to move them somewhere else. We'll reset the house to the tutorial state. But it came with 3 starting families. You had Michael Batchelor, Chris and Melissa Roomies, and the Pleasant family, which were your basic types. You could create your own family, move them in as you do. So, I haven't really planned what I'm going to do with this Let's Play. I'm thinking what I will probably do is create someone to represent myself and play through some of these games until I decide to actually upgrade and show off the new features. If you look at this, you look at the pre-made houses, there are some interesting ones. This is a good starter house, as was this one. We can move, you had the Goth family you can pop into and see how their lives are getting on. They had one of the ghosts. There's this one which is just beyond the price of starting family, so it's a good home to aim for if you want to get it. But ultimately, you have the big mansion up here, which was considered a goal of the game to get the mansion, although you could just decide to go no, delete it, and basically whatever. We have lots of blanks where we can build our own homes too, so we might do that. But I think what we'll do first is we will create our own family and we will prepare them in. So let's see. Enter the last name of this family. Got so cool, yes it. Then we will have the Devane family. So we'll go with, let's see what we can go. So, There's a couple of costumes here. As always, there would be more options added on as you go through the games and through the series. You've got to remember, we're on the Sims 4 with several editions and basically 17 years worth of gameplay experience on this. So that's goodness. What are you? Can be quite hard to choose, especially when a lot of the races are the same this early. I'll go with that. That's good. Don't want a child. Quite frankly, you can't have a family that's just a child. You need to have at least one adult in the family at this point. And children, they never grow up in The Sims 1. Sims 1 did not have any aging or a lot of the stuff like that. It was quite simple, and basically wherever you are, you would pretty much stay the same. Some limited growth, but it was like, but you wouldn't be playing through generations of family as such. Let's see, let's go here. Let's have something. Let's have, well, I'll go with, let's say we put one in, we can see the astrological sign, and I am a Taurus. So we've got playful, not that active. So let's a couple of Taurus down, a bit more active. I'll play one. Tend to be a bit nice. Now that makes me an Aquarius. Let's go back to Taurus. What are we doing? So, okay, so basically Taurians are most classed as lazy, which I can understand. I'm fairly lazy myself. I mean, we can be quite outgoing though. I'm a definite slob. But being slob is a trait of being a lever, according to this. But there, that's pretty good. We're pretty playful, fairly outgoing, but moderately active. But we are quite slobbish, and of course we need a decent name, which we'll go for a saying of mine, which is, give myself a nickname. Awesome. Yeah, I know. Okay, so there we have our first sim. Basically a bit of background. Got Chris, it's short for Christina, this is my name. But she'll be known as Awesome, because that's what I want to put down. So when they call her and they'll call her Awesome. So yep, that's good. Basically, it's not really anything important to the bio, it's just how it comes up. If you play other characters, which we may do, if only to put people in so to interact with, because a big problem with this is that there were no townies or NPCs at this early point. It was only amongst the families in the game that had houses, which at this point is merely the newbies and the goths, both of whom are involved in relationships. If you wanted to move other characters in, you could create them, but if you wanted to meet them and be able to socialise them, you need to make sure they had houses with phones, otherwise you couldn't contact them. And a lot of the advancement took place around the social goals. But for now, that'll do. We have the Awesome Dovane family. Is it finished? Yes. You can't edit once you say yes. That's the family up there. Right, and we are coming up to the end of the episode here. It's still trying to be half-past, so we will go back to the neighbourhood. And this has been Dovane doing the tutorial for the new Let's Plays of The Sims. If you like what you see in here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. And until the next time, goodbye.